Welcome to Totally Random Horror Films. I'm Tom. In this series, I randomly select a horror film between 1895 and 1989 and review it. Episode 12 brings us right back to the 1800s, this time to the very first Georges Méliès horror film. Today's random selection is the 1896 short Une nuit terrible, or, in English, A Terrible Night. I researched the usual places for information. The idea to include this film came from the Wikipedia listing. The further back in time we go, the more the idea of a horror film changes. In the 1800s, the process of making a film seemed to take precedence over the narrative of the film itself. These shorts were made to tell abbreviated versions of stories or show off camera tricks like magic tricks. The closest thing to a horror film at the time might be a portrayal of the devil or a frustrating poltergeist. In this case, it's comically oversized bugs. Une nuit terrible, also known as A Terrible Night in English, was shot in France and was released sometime before October of 1896. It is produced by Georges Méliès for Star Film, his own production company. It is listed as film number 26 in the Star Film catalog. Georges Méliès also directed and starred in the film. It is a silent black and white short, not rated, with a runtime of 1 minute and 8 seconds. It is public domain, available on YouTube, and can be downloaded from the Internet Archive. Producer and director Georges Méliès filmed this one in front of a painted backdrop in his garden. His turn as the man who tries to sleep is uncredited. Méliès was a pioneer in the film industry with interests in science fiction and fantasy. Even as a child, he put on shows using a cardboard theater and homemade marionettes. He was married to family friend Eugénie Genon, and with the dowry that he received and the money from selling his father's shoe business, he purchased the Théâtre Robert Houdin, where he began putting on his shows. Méliès got wind of the Lumière brothers' cinematograph, and though the brothers would not sell their new technology to him, he was able to get a similar machine called an animatograph that would allow him to show films on a projector at the Robert Houdin. Though he bought several films from Edison Manufacturing, showing them wasn't enough for Méliès. He adapted the animatograph into a film camera and taught himself to film and edit his own material. There is no spoiler review, there is no non-spoiler review, there is only the review. The film is 68 seconds long, there is nothing to spoil. The film is public domain, so it can be shown in full. Giant insects are a staple of horror today, and this is the oldest surviving film featuring them. This film was made before Méliès had discovered the substitution camera trick, so the bug is controlled with wires. The man is lucky he was dealing with bugs and not crabs. So that's Une nuit terrible. Now you've seen it, now you know about it, now you can forget about it if you want to. I'm Tom, and that was Totally Random.